Just getting everything together. Let's try this again. Boom, boom, boom. We are back. Hopefully this issue that we had is rectified. I'm gonna open up. Let's see, we're looking good. We're good. All right. So we're back. So like I was saying prior, I don't know what happened. Whatever. It's Friday anyhow. What I want to do today is kind of go over my first YouTube video. So what I want to do is I'm gonna record the intro, so to speak, and make it simple. So that way when I'm making this video into an actual YouTube video, we're good. We're good. Let me make sure this is not too loud. All right. So real quick, we're gonna do this in real time. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today, what I want to do is react to my first YouTube video ever posted on the channel. I want to go over how I felt then and how I'm feeling now when it comes to this content creation journey. If you enjoy the content, do me a favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys out there. All right, so we got the actual. This is kind of how I kind of film my content. Like if I gotta think outside the box, I could write the not write, but I could speak the intro, do the ending and all that. So that way we can just go forward. All right, so let's jump into the video. I want to go over it now. It's ironic that this actual video is called consistency. It at the time, like I think I had bought the. It was like a little bit after I bought the Osmo Pocket 3, and I wanted to make videos and stuff like that, but I was in a space where my confidence wasn't the best, right? I wasn't feeling like I wanted to create videos. I was kind of shy. I was kind of like, you know how you get that feeling where you want to create, you have this feeling of creation, and you know, something like that. I just kind of felt like I wasn't. Let me see. You need to. What the hell? Keep getting this message that you need to change your resolution. Your current resolution is 2560 by 1440, which is not supported. That doesn't even make any sense. All right, we're just gonna leave it. I'm not even gonna. If it's still live, it's good. I don't want to. Whatever. Anyway, yes. So I was in a space where. And also, if you're in the chat, let me know if there is an issue with the resolution. I'm gonna monitor it on my phone just to make sure, but I normally film in my native resolution on the channel. But I'm gonna double check in OBS to make sure. Yeah, 2560 by 1440. That's my base canvas output. Yo, Terry, what's up, man? What's up, man? What is up? What is up, man? What is up, baby? What is up? I appreciate you, man. I don't know why I got that message. I'll take a look at it later. But yeah, I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having a great start to your weekend, man. I appreciate you being here. Seriously. Seriously. So what I want to do here is kind of react to my first video, where I've been, how I've been feeling, how I was feeling in the moment. I'm trying to get my thoughts together because I'm trying to put myself in that situation, like where I was and how I was going through. He said, getting ready for this cruise tomorrow. Oh man, my boy going on a cruise. My boy going on a cruise. All right, all right, all right. Give it up for Terry, man. Give it up for Terry going on a cruise. Call you Terry Crews. But listen, I hope you have a safe and a great time. You need a break, man. We all work every single day, man. We all work every single day in and day out. And you've been grinding that content, man. I see you, bro. I see you, man. Congratulations again on that 800 mark, man. Seriously, congrats, man. Congrats, man. Seriously. But yeah, what I want to do here is kind of react. What I want to do here is react to, like, you know, how I was feeling in that moment, how I felt in that day, and just kind of go over it. You know, that was a tough. I'm not gonna lie, that moment, like on a more serious note, that this day when I made this video, I was very, very much like I would say depressed. Like I was going through it. It was tough. Life had hit me really, really hard. It was, you know, it was a tough, I was in a tough spot, and like I was just like ready to just like, I need to talk to the camera. I need to get this off my chest, and just kind of like I can't even explain it. Just kind of get myself in the space to, you know, build up that consistency, you know. And in the beginning of when I started making my videos, I was doing episodes. I was trying to make it like a long-term, like I guess you would say, show, to give that feel. So if someone was watching the content, they can kind of feel and I guess they can kind of follow the journey and catch up on episodes and stuff like that and keep everything. But then I kind of went away from that. I may edit the episodes out because I feel like I may have a plan for that in the future, you know. But yeah, like going back to the video, it was tough. Like I was in that space where I was like, I need to vent. I need to vent, and it's crazy. Like I'll go back to, I'll react like in this video here. I didn't even make a thumbnail. I was just like, I need to talk to the camera. You know, and then shortly after, as you can tell, I started making thumbnails and stuff like that. And I started to understand and get an idea how YouTube, like you know, get an idea how YouTube works. And this is why it's so important this is why it's so important to make videos. Like it's important to make videos to kind of, you know, document your journey, document where you came from, you know, and then to now. It's a good way to you know, if you have a family, this is a good way to have like a I guess you would say a photo album, a digital photo album of the different places you are in your life, you know. And I know not everybody can do this, but if you have a camera and you have a passion for this, I totally recommend you making a YouTube channel and documenting the things that happens. Yo, Luke, what's going on, man? I appreciate you, man. What is going on, man? Much love, man. All the way from London, man. I appreciate you being here, man. What is going on? What's up? I appreciate y'all being here. Seriously, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. But yeah, like it's one of those things that if you have the confidence, even a little bit, you know, I started this video. I appreciate the likes, man, the hearts, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. Like I know it's tough. I started off, you know, filming in my car, and I feel like that's where I feel the most comfortable, because it's like, you know, I just haven't been that person that's just, I don't know, I can't explain it. If you have a safe space where you just feel like it, man, document it, talk about it, you know, that you never know who you may inspire. You know, I've got inspired by so many people, and trust me. I know it's hard. But yeah, this whole thing is great to see how you changed as a person, like how you change your creative direction, how you got creative, how you know, this allows me to reflect. And this video right here was really, really hard. This was hard for me to make. And you know, this is hard. I'm not gonna lie, this is hard. This is not easy. And I know I'm rambling, but this live stream that I'm doing right now, I wanted to do for a long time, you know, and I want y'all to feel me. Like it's hard. This is not easy. You know, the consistency, you could talk about anything you want, and you have fun doing it, but you know, you have life, you have this, there's so many things that can go on in your life that you may just, I can't even explain it. You have to, I can't explain it, but y'all gotta feel me, man. Y'all have to feel me, you know. You and Terry inspired me to start vlogging again. Keep doing your thing. Terry creates. Yo, Emmanuel, thank you so much, and I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I respect your honesty, my guy. Totally get where you're coming from. I want to do a live stream too at some point, but nah, man. Listen. I totally get it. I totally get it. I come from the live streaming space before I even did YouTube. So me recording and talking to the camera, I used to play games, so it's like on stream. So that was different because I was comfortable playing a game. But then even before that, I wanted to do this like 4 or 5 years ago. So I understand where you're coming from. Yo, big up Terry, big up Terry, man. Big up Terry. Big up. Yo, I appreciate y'all being here, man. Thank you so much. Like, it's really hard. You have to edit stuff. It's so much. I struggle editing. You know, yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta be director, producer, editor. You gotta be wardrobe. You gotta be so many different things. You have to wear all the hats. So I completely understand. It's hard. Other side says salute. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here, man. Thank you so much. Like, and then on top of that, you gotta wear all the hats, and then you got family, you got a job, you got things that may not work. These phones, these cameras, they always have problems, right? Nothing's perfect. So it's like you have to be everything. You have to be the full studio, and then also you got to be able to talk to the camera. So Luke, I totally understand. I'm not gonna lie. If you're already creating content, like this, I want this to be a video, right? I want to chop this video up. But if you already talking to the camera, going live is just like having a conversation with yourself. I've done tons of live streams where the only people who are watching were my friends, and eventually I had to say, you know what, it's all right, and I got just comfortable talking to myself. Talk about things that are happening in front of you. Talk about your daily life. React to your videos. React to some other videos. Obviously you want them to be transformative, and you don't want it to be where it's like, within reason. But the best practice is just doing, like, it's I didn't want to do, like, for instance, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this live stream, but I was like, you know what? I was talking with Terry the other day, and I was like, I need to get back into live streaming. I used to do it every single day. Hence the reason I have this setup. So I also like the fact that I updated the settings, so now I can react to you guys' comments in real time, because that was killing me before, man. That was killing me. That was really, really killing me. It was killing me. Hold on here. But yeah. The other side says the overall YouTube will be shifting towards streaming of consciousness videos, less polished, less heavily edited uploads that have more value because there's connectivity with the viewer. Yeah, I think I honestly agree, man. I agree. I think like when you have that connection with somebody, and it becomes more like I want to phrase this differently. What I want to say is that direct connection will outweigh that overly edited and overly scripted type of video. I watch a lot more content that relates to my day-to-day and that relates to my experiences and stuff. Then I will watch something, I'll watch my MKBHDs, I'll watch my I guess Mr. Beast videos or things like that. And I'm using that as an example, but like heavily edited, heavily scripted, overly polished. But sometimes I could relate to somebody who's like me, trying to grind, trying to get an understanding of how this content journey can start with just one little camera, So I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. I have this one sound effect. Let me see if this works. Okay. I don't know why. I didn't work the first time. I have a whole bunch of sound effects that I set up on here. And, I always have like time for another one, right? Nah, but seriously, that piece of content has its space, but I feel like the real, like someone just grabbing a camera and walking around, you know, let's say for instance, doing Uber Eats deliveries or you know, things like that. It's random, so it allows that, like, you never know what's gonna happen, you know. So I like that idea. And also, quick tip: if you live stream, what ends up happening, you have no choice but to look at the camera. So if you're looking to get practice talking to the camera, this helps out, because I'm here by myself, and if I start looking over here, looking over there, it's like I gotta be like, listen, I'm talking to y'all, so I have to look through the lens. So if you ever have an issue with that, that is one way to practice. You could even put, if you have like a one trick I used to do is put a sticky note right above the camera that says "look up." So, you know, just sharing that with y'all. But I want to jump into this. I want to, you know, I want to vibe. I want to talk about this. This is tough. Even right now, I got a lump in my throat because I don't know how. I don't remember the video. I remember some of it, but I remember it being so hard to make. All right. So let's jump into it. Let me know if you guys can hear. I'm gonna start it, and I'm in. So already, I'm in the car. So I was already afraid to talk to the camera. I was like, yo, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn. But we're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump in. Let's see how it goes. All right, here it is. This is the video about me and consistency. So I don't know who needs to hear this. Bruh, already, I could tell that I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, this is hard. All of this is hard. I'm telling y'all. So if you need to just do it. If you scared, you need to do it. You need to eat. If you are, just rip the Band-Aid off. I'm telling y'all, rip the Band-Aid off. I know it's hard, but I need y'all to walk with me real quick. I need y'all to walk with me. You can do it. You can do it. I'm telling you, grab your phone. Pretend like you on a FaceTime call. Even if you got to do a YouTube video in portrait mode to get yourself comfortable, just do it, because this is hard. This is hard. I'm telling y'all. Or if I need to hear this, because I definitely damn sure need to hear it. There's some things that that I want to do, like this here, talking to the camera, vlogging, and anything else. And you see, right? I know there's gonna be a lot of pauses. I apologize in advance. But if you already know, I've been cognizant of talking to the camera. That if you can master public speaking in this space on your own camera, I'm telling you, you can conquer the world. You can conquer jobs, you can conquer interviews, you can conquer, let's say you get into commercials, you can conquer anything. Public speaking is so hard. So if you master camera confidence, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable. You are unstoppable. I promise you. All right, let's go back in. Let's go back in. It's like streaming, and for some reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's fear of public speaking or whatever, you know. You see? Immediately, that's literally what it is. I was afraid of public speaking. I was afraid of public speaking, man. I do that shit every single day. But however, you know. Also, mind you, I just got the camera. Please forgive the overexposure on this end right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. I literally got the camera. I had no ND filters. And whoa, what's going on with this pause right here? But seriously, so excuse that. You get the gear, you get the right setup, whatever it is, you get everything together, and for some reason, I don't know, I just don't do it. for some reason, every time I turn this shit on, I cannot do it. It always just something holds me back. Every time I buy a product or something like that, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use this to kind of better my audio, better my setup, yada, yada, yada. I always make an excuse. And I think the first thing, bruh, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this right here, it took me about, you see how I did that quick jump cut? I did that J cut because I was afraid. I was like, yo, I want to get out. I want to get out. I want to get out the car and I want to film. But I was like, I can't. But then I was like, you know what? It took me like literally 20, 30 minutes and then I got out the car. I'm telling you, I was in there like, I was like, yo, am I gonna get out the car? I was sitting there. I'm telling you, I didn't even leave. I was there. I was there. I was in the car, just not even, I was stuck. I was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna do the rest of this video. Am I gonna upload this? Like, even now, I'm getting a little nervous, and I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Listen, if anybody is watching this, and if I do make this into a YouTube video, if you are watching this, it's hard, but I'm telling you, with practice and strategy and consistency, just pull out your phone, record yourself in this orientation, just talk, pretend you on a FaceTime call. I've used that, and eventually, slowly but surely, I got serious and I just started doing it. The first thing for me is taking ownership and responsibility that I have a fucking problem. Every time I say I'm gonna do something, I don't do it. I don't know if anybody needs to hear this or anybody will understand. Forgive the overexposure. Forgive the overexposure. Literally, I just got the camera, left it in the automatic. You're taking ownership and doing what I need to do when it comes in regards to video or doing something or following through with it or doing anything. That's something that I'm actively working on, and I feel like me being able to use this tiny little platform to talk through it, I feel like one, tell my ass to get the fuck on and do what I need to do, and two, also forgive me, I was cursing a lot because I was nervous. I was nervous. I was nervous. So forgive me. Please forgive me. I was nervous. Woo! That's crazy. I can have people, if you want, share your experience and how you feel in regards to that. And trust me, this is completely off the cuff. This is not some shit that's scripted. Literally, I'm just speaking to the camera and just telling you guys how I feel. And this is from my own experience. I can't fucking get consistent. I'm gonna try and be consistent. And even if this doesn't go anywhere, I'm not doing it just to kind of, like, I just want to empower myself to do what I need to do, which is be consistent. All right, the next one, if you guys hear that, that lawnmower, hopefully it doesn't kill the audio. The next one is leaning on friends and family for support. Yo, I'm telling you, friends, family. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't tell your and there's two sides to this. There's two sides to this. You want to tell your family that you're doing it. You know, your friends, you know what I'm saying? But no expectations. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why. No expectations. I want y'all to walk with me with this. You could tell them that you're doing this. You could tell them that, but don't be like, yo, watch my videos. Don't tell them, comment down below. Don't do that. Let them do that on their own. And I know that's gonna be a little hard. I know it's gonna be harsh, but I want y'all to understand, everybody has their own interests. Everybody has their own direction. Everybody has, you know what I'm saying? Not, when I was streaming Call of Duty content, not everybody likes Call of Duty. That's okay. Not everybody likes to sit through a live stream, for 2 hours watching somebody play games, right? Everybody has their own interests. So I want y'all to understand, tell your friend, if your friends and your family ask you, yeah, do a little YouTube, and they ask you, let me see the channel, that's fine. But don't do it because you want to do it, and do it because you enjoy it, not because you want your friends and your family to we want support. I want people to support me, but there's a fine line between, and I know this is a hot take, there's a fine line between making somebody do something or somebody wanting to do something. Big difference. I want y'all to like, I want y'all to like understand. It's not. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing like that. But I just do it because you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Be discerning. Be discerning. You know what I'm saying? And I know I know this is a tough topic, but y'all have to feel me on this. You know, you are your biggest supporter. You know, your family, your friends, they gonna support you. But do it. You need to lock in because you want to do it, not because someone has an opinion here. Someone has an opinion. Do this because you want to do it. Lock in. I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? There may be people, put all that aside. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Do it because you want to do it. And you know, that's big for me because sometimes, every now and again, I need advice from someone who's like an expert at like audio or video or like asking them like, yo. Also, I don't know why I had the camera this low because I guess you know what it was. I was trying to hide the camera. I didn't want people to see it. And then I realized later on that the Osmo Pocket 3, it ain't even that big, so I could just walk around with it. But this is me being like shy more than anything. What do you do in a situation where you you can't talk to the camera? And for instance, I stream whenever I feel like it. And I have a habit of not doing so. Like, I always make an excuse. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll do it another time. Like, oh, no, you know what? I'm tired from work. Like, and it's like, I don't know why I do that shit. I always do that shit. I think one thing I need to stop doing is being so fucking hard on myself. I need to stop being so goddamn hard on myself about not. Yo, my bad for the cursing, y'all. Seriously. Reaching a goal, being successful, but just enjoying the ride there, getting to that point where it's like, oh, I did it, I tried, and it's like, you know what? Every little, like, I would say accolade that I achieve, just making a change and seeing how I can get better at it. I think I want, before I move on to the next part of this, like and that's a good point. We need not to be so hard on ourselves, right? Let's say for instance, you do a couple of videos, and you're not happy about, let's say for instance, what was said or how you scripted it or the hook and things like that. And I'll go back to my page in a minute, but you got to understand something. There's not too many people doing this. There is not too many people who can sit there and say, you know what, I created 5 videos, 10 videos, consistent. I made thumbnails. There's companies that hire people to manage their social media. Let that sink in for a second. You're doing that for yourself and you're creating your own brand. If you made one video and you created one YouTube page or you did one live stream, let me tell you something. Not too many people can do that. Not too many people can set up a live stream, make thumbnails, get things in the right aspect ratio. We're talking about, there's so many things, there's so many skills that you learn from this. And I know it is hard. I know it's hard, but there's not too many people who can do this. There's not too many people. Not being so hard on myself, learning from this. Like even this video, I know there's gonna be a lot of mistakes and shit like that. And for some reason, me not turning on the camera because I know I'm gonna make a few mistakes, it's been a problem for me. Like I feel like, oh, I'm gonna make a mistake, or the audio's not gonna be good. Oh, like there's so many people that's out there that do so much better with so much less, if that makes sense. And I guess me personally, I've just been like super, super spoiled at the idea that, yo, I don't mean to flex, but my hair kind of got long. Like chat, my hair kind of got long, low key. You know what I'm saying? I had to throw that in there. I want the best stat. That shit does not matter. Gear, things like that. I gotta keep telling myself this shit. Like, but whatever. I need to stop worrying about shit. Like, I need to stop worrying about the shit that I can't control. Like, someone may not like what I'm doing. And I'm gonna tell y'all, listen. And you know what's funny? And it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. there may be some people who may not like something. It may be the title, it may be the thumbnail, it may be anything. But listen to me. You are in charge. You are the foreman. This is your factory. You created all of this. You know what I'm saying? So this is huge. This is huge, man. This is huge. Whatever you decide, titles, thumbnails, you know, the direction of your lighting, I don't know, like this is you decided this. So I know there's gonna be critics, but listen, you don't owe nobody no apologies. I'm telling y'all, you do not owe nobody no apologies. You do not know. No, you are in charge. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Or content or whatever, or somebody may not like the audio I have, somebody may not like the what I'm doing, but I gotta just do this shit for myself. Do this shit for yourself. Do this shit for yourself. Yeah, but I don't know what it is about like consistency and doing the shit I say I'm gonna do, like filming and shit like that. I don't know if anybody out there has that same issue where they get the right. Yo, the sun out here is Kevin Bacon right here. Like, it's wild. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. It was dumb hot that day. I'm not gonna lie. It was so hot. I think it was like 90 degrees. Not even gonna lie, it was like 90. Kevin Bacon. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have that same issue where it's like, let me get out of the sun. Even though the sun is good for the freaking camera, which we got plenty of it today. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys have the same issue where it's like you'll say you're gonna do something, or you know, like for instance, you know what I realized here. I apologize, y'all. I keep pausing. I did call this a reaction to my first video, so we're almost to the end of the video, but this is almost. Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost a year since this video has been made, and I can't express enough how important practice is. Practicing doing this, you get so much better at it. Live streams allow you to work like impromptu, like off the cuff, so things don't always go perfect. There was an error in the first start of the stream, and I had to start over. It allows you to adjust and adapt and be nimble in a situation where you get stuck, in a situation where you don't know what to say next. I gave kudos to Terry. One of those videos he did around, I forgot what it was, but he's so good at just taking a second, and it's okay to take a second and pause when you're in a situation where you're trying to get your thoughts together, because I don't script. I don't script any of my videos. I go maybe 4 or 5 bullet points. I get after it. Sometimes I look at the bullet points to remind myself, but I keep telling myself I have to look here. But live streaming can help you get over that hurdle, because if you think about it, when you think about a live stream, it's like live TV. When the news comes on at 7, and let's say it's Fox News or CNN, whatever it is, whatever you watch, I'm not into that, but whatever you're watching, it's like it's live. There's no way to edit this live news or this state. They have to take their time, and sometimes you have to pause. You have to pivot. So try this if you're trying to figure out how to talk. Looking at the camera is one thing, but talking to the camera is another. Going to the gym. Oh, you got the right workout equipment. You got the clothes. You got the gear. You got the music. You got the AirPods, and you're ready to go. Like, I have this issue where it's like, I'll get everything together and everything is good to go, and I'm ready to rock. And I'm not saying I have an issue with that. I'm using this as an example where I got the camera, I got the audio, everything's good, their best monitor, the best this, best that, and I can't even freaking like turn around and go live, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all right now, gear does not matter. Gear does not matter. You know what I'm saying? Gear does not matter. It doesn't matter what camera you have. It doesn't matter what microphone you have. Obviously, we want to put audio before A before V. Audio is more important because, that's another conversation. But I always used to chase gear. I'm a tech head. I love the latest gadgets. I love having new products. But the problem is I used to get the paralysis of the analysis. I would analyze every single thing about my gear, but I wouldn't make a video. You know, I would, you know what I'm saying? I would get so, it's crazy. I'm telling you, gear does not matter. Gear does not matter. I'm telling y'all, you got a phone, you got a 1080p camera, my friend. There is no excuse. And if you got that expensive gear, you need to be making content. There should be no excuse. You got this, the Sony FX, whatever. You need to be making content. You need to be making content. There shouldn't be no reason why you, like, I'm gonna say it again. You need to be making content. If not, sell the camera. You know, I made that mistake. I don't want y'all to make that mistake. You know what I'm saying? So be cognizant of that. You know, I love tech. I have nothing against gear. But I'm telling you, I'm looking at you. I'm looking directly at you. I know you got that nice little camera. I need you to lock in. I'm saying, but that's all gonna change. I feel like me talking through the whole situation and how I feel, I think that's just gonna change my whole perspective in regards to that. And I think also talking myself through the situation will also get me in the space. I don't know. Bruh, I'm telling y'all, I was so nervous because I didn't know how, like, my smile on the camera, on the lens, look there. I saw that video. Audio's a bit low for the video. I'm gonna turn it up. How you find what you posting? Oh my God, all this chat. I missed all this chat. I think the chat was bugging for a second. Hold up, y'all. Let me turn up the audio. Let me turn it up a little bit. Hold up. I'll turn it up just a little bit. Terry, I appreciate that. My bad. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened to my chat. It must have froze. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. I don't want to go back either. I'll feel bad. Hold up. Let me know if it's, I'm gonna go back a couple of seconds. Let me know if it's too loud. I can't even freaking like turn around and go live, you know what I'm saying? But that's all gonna change. All right, let me catch up on chat. We can't hear you when you play both videos. We can't hear you when you play the older videos. So you just gotta know. Now I feel you're so confident. I appreciate it. I'm gonna crank it a little bit. Damn, I feel terrible, y'all. I feel terrible. Let me see. Change. I feel like me talking through. Do me a favor. Hold on. Do me a favor. Anybody who's in the chat right now, let me know if it's audible. Damn, I feel so bad now. YouTube just like lagged out my chat. What I'm gonna do is put the chat on my phone. I got a little stand here. See it in real time. Hold up. We good, just loud the video you react. What's up, Drew? I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it was really low. I'm so sorry, y'all. Annie and Spence, what's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday. I gotta the video was so low. I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss any chats. Output was low. I'm so sorry, y'all. Terry said I was a natural. I posted my channel on Facebook and maybe got maybe like 1 like. That's all right, man. That's all right. 1 like. Listen, that's one person who took their time to watch the content, man. And you bring up a good topic, Terry. You bring up a good topic. Like when I first started creating content, I thought about like people watching, right? But I'm telling y'all, if 5 people watch the video, that's 5 people you don't know that took their time out of their day to watch their content, watch your content. It's such a great feeling, man. I can't explain it. And then now that, you know, I'm blessed to have at least, let's say 50, 60, 70, 80, sometimes even 100 people watch the video. And I'm like, I can't even fit 100 people in here. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? He said Bamboo says, anyway, I like the overexposure on the video. The sun rays are crazy, man. The sun rays are crazy. I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend as well. I'm gonna hit play. Let me know, because I know my mic is really loud, so I'm gonna try not to talk over it. I just don't want to blast it. Hold up. I cranked it by 20%. Let me know what y'all think. The whole situation and how I feel, I think that's just gonna change my whole perspective in regards to that. And I think also, all right, tell me what y'all think. Are you able to hear the video? I just want to get a feel for you. This is the first time I'm actually doing playing audio on YouTube so you guys could hear. Let me know. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, if I would have. Sounds good. All right, perfect. I'm telling y'all, just when you try to play it on my TV. All right, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more, and then you guys could adjust the audio based on your location and device you're watching it on. And see, this is the thing about creating content. Like I said, you got to wear all the hats. You got to be the creative director. You got to be the director. You got to be the producer. You got to be the audio guy. You got to be the lighting guy. You got to be the camera guy. You got to be the all of these hats. You got to be the camera girl, guy. You got to be everything, you know? All right. So let me go back to the video. We're like at the 6-minute mark, so it's probably almost done. But nonetheless, I apologize. And now I'm gonna have to do a video where I react to the video, so that way I can make YouTube video because the audio is too low. See, and this is what happens. Trial and error. Don't be afraid to try things and make mistakes. The mistakes are gonna happen, y'all. I'm telling you, the mistakes gonna happen. Don't beat yourself up. You could always do another take. So talking myself through the situation will also get me in the space. I don't know why I said also like 4 times. I don't know if y'all heard that. I said also like 4 or 5 times, bro. I think there was some people walking in the other direction. Oh. I don't know why, man. I was so nervous, y'all. And he says doing YouTube makes you suddenly have five new jobs. That's right. That is right. It is not. You got to do everything. You literally have to do everything. And then, not to mention, you have to be the analytical person. You got to look at the numbers. You got to answer comments. You got to take feedback. You got to do a lot. All right. I don't know why I said also all those times. He said, now I can hear you both on the TV. Save those settings. All right. Perfect. I'm going to lock that in. I'm gonna lock that in. All right. But anyhow, I think me being able to say, yo, I'm going to film this video. I'm going to edit this video. I'm going to put myself on a schedule and like promise myself. And I think if you promise yourself that you want to do something like this, or if you take the moment to say, hey, I'm not gonna procrastinate anymore, or I'm not gonna, you know, not film, or even like, for instance, I got all these people in this parking lot and I'm not, you know, sometimes in some situations I feel like I can't do it because I'm so concerned about somebody else and what they feel. Listen, I'm telling y'all, there's so many gems here, and it's resonating with me. Like, it's crazy. I need you guys and gals not to care about what somebody else thinks. I need y'all to do that for me. I need y'all to do it because you want to do it. I need you, if you take a creative direction or a change, I need you to do it because you want to do it. I'm serious. I always, and sometimes I still be looking. Y'all need to just leave it. Leave that alone. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to dwell too much on it, but I need y'all to do this because you want to. I need y'all to. Let me see something. Terry, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate that's cool. That's cool. That's clean. Listen, I'm telling y'all, just throw it all out the window. Whatever you decide to do and what creative direction you decide to take, I'm not seeking no approval. I need to try not to be so goddamn hard on myself. The audio is not going to always be perfect. The video is not going to always be perfect. My editing skills are not going to be perfect. My bad. I'm telling you, I was going through a lot. I'm sorry for the cursing. I'm really sorry. But yes, you need not to be so hard on yourself. It's wild, but you need not to be so hard on yourself. I don't know what this is. I'm just pressing record and talking to myself about how I'm not consistent. But what I can control is the fact that I finally turned on the camera and got uncomfortable about how I'm not consistent. But if you made it all the way to how I'm not, hold on. I finally control. What I can control. Oh, I was bugging. I thought I saw finally, like turned on the camera and got uncomfortable about how I'm not consistent. But if you made it all the way to the end, and I know there's a few of you guys, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, do me a favor. And that's pretty much the video. It's crazy. It's crazy how what like 1 year, the difference 1 year can make, right? 1 year, and it doesn't have to be 1 full year. It could be 1 month from now, 1 video from now. It could be 1 day. You can literally take 1 day and just lock in and make a change. You know, it doesn't have to be right away. You're like literally 1 step forward, 1 step away from greatness. And this right here, me reacting to my own video, that was hard. You know, I laugh. It's kind of cringe, you know, but once you're here and you're doing it, man, it it is it's crazy. Nonetheless, man, let me just double check something, because I don't, let me just double check, because the chat, why is the chat so, I don't know why the chat is so delayed. I'm gonna figure out why is that, because I can see the chat here. Terry, I see you. I see you. At first it's not showing up here. I don't know why. There we go. Because I was like, why is the chat like so delayed? I just fixed it. I refreshed it. And see, every second that I'm working on this, I'm learning something. I just figured out why my chat was delayed. But as a failsafe, I'm gonna have the phone set up just in case. But let me know if y'all wanna see another one. We'll react to another one. If not, we could just talk. We could just vibe for a little bit. But let me exit this and let's go to my channel real quick. And I'm telling y'all, when it comes to like, if you practice, like look at this first video, right? No thumbnail, no nothing. And then over time, you become astute to this. You start to do like the YouTube University. You start to look around and say, hey, I could start making different, I could start having fun and making different ideas and different things and just tweak things, you know? Like, and I look back at this Osmo Pocket 3 video and it could just be one, you're just one, and I know y'all see this all over YouTube. To be honest, I know y'all see this all over YouTube, but it could just be one video, and then before you know it, you just never know. And it's not going to always be perfect, right? You're not going to always get it's not about views. It's about you becoming better at all of this, you know? It is, man, I came a long way, man. We only getting started, y'all. We're only getting started. Yeah, we are only getting started. I think I want to do one more video. I think I want to do one more video. Maybe. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. I want to do another video. Let's see. Let me take a look. Do I want to do the next one? This one is about you know what's funny? So every video we post, hold on, I want to make sure I catch that. Every video we post, we learn more about ourselves. Yeah. Agreed. Every video we post, we learn something new. We're learning something new. A lot of times I'll post a video. I used to post videos and I'd be like, damn, I made a mistake. I want to take the video down. Like when I first started, I was like, oh, I want to take it down. And then I realized, like, man, if you leave the video up, you'll be able to reflect on those mistakes that you made in the past. And it almost shows that growth. It shows how you came from here. And like in this video, I'm gonna go back real quick. In this video, I'm like, let me fast forward. The camera is like literally like, I'm hiding the camera, right? I'm hiding the camera. And now the camera's in my face. Like, and over time, you're gonna have those issues. But man, I can't explain it, but y'all have to feel me on this. The more you do this, the more you're gonna get comfortable. The more you do this, the more you're gonna get comfortable. It's literally that simple. And there's still days. There's still days where I'm like, yo, man, I don't want to do this, man. I need to take a break. Take a break. Take as many breaks. Take as long as you need. Don't be so hard on yourself, man. Do not be so hard on yourself. Yeah, it's sometimes you're gonna make mistakes. The thumbnail's gonna be off centered. Like I can critique this thumbnail. This is a little overexposed. The text, you're gonna figure out the text. You're gonna figure out all of those things. Yes, Terry. You know what I'm saying? Winners win. Winners win. I can't explain it any other way. If you have that winning mindset where you're like, I'm gonna keep trying, just keep trying. Take your breaks. You need to take 3, 4, 5 months, whatever you have. However, this video I had here, this was 11 months. This was 7 months later. This was 7 months, and this was right around the time where the new year had started. And that's why I titled it, I'm done waiting till next year. winners win. That's it. You just have to think about it that way. You have to think about it that way. All right, so I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna react to this my second video on the channel. I guess let's see. I'm trying to remember. I was like, I'm gonna let's just go in. Let's just go in. Let's just go in. Oh wait, it's muted. Hold up, it's muted. All right, starting early. I'm not even gonna waste your time. I'm gonna jump right into it. I know I haven't been consistent with the long form videos. Hopefully you guys don't get all this distortion from me moving the shirt around. I wanna make sure I can hear me. But basically starting New Year's early. I know it's a couple of days away, depending on when y'all watching this, but let's start. I'm like over the overcomplicating the content, overcomplicating editing and doing all these things. I just want to put the camera down, pointed directly at y'all, and just get the things I have to get off my chest. And what I'm saying, thank you so much. We just surpassed 100 subscribers, and I really appreciate every. Man, I'm telling y'all, I like the fact that it's I look back, like that was in January, and I think I was like at maybe 90, or even like I think like 90 something or 99 subscribers. If one person comments on your videos, if one person subscribes to your channel, if one person gives you feedback that you helped them make it to something, to the next step, to get confident, to get consistent, to do this, I'm telling y'all, it's all worth it, because I know what it's like to be on the opposite side, of this, trying to get started. And I'm still getting started. I'm still trying to figure it out. But if you empower one person to do this, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, man, you have no idea. You have no idea. Like if you empower one person, if you motivate someone, if it's your friends, your family, if you motivate anybody from the other side of that camera, I'm telling you, in this part of, like, at this point, I guess you would say almost like 6-7 months ago, I was going through it. I was depressed. I was stressed. Like, if one person took the time to watch their video, and I mean this like seriously, take the time, and if any of y'all have YouTube channels, take the time to answer the comments, thank them. It is these people that consume the content, if they're not here, you're not here. It is of the utmost importance. It's crazy. The fact that I'm saying that and I'm looking at it and we're almost at like 600 subscribers is crazy. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So this just is really, really humbling. That's the reason I'm doing this. It's wild. It's wild. Single one of y'all, I really appreciate y'all liking the content, especially the Call of Duty content that we put on the channel. I was doing at this time. I'm sorry for the play pause. I was doing Call of Duty content and kind of took a different direction, because I'll talk about that in a future video. I definitely want to start doing more of a vlog style, day in the life kind of content. Just because I have more fun with it. I mean, Call of Duty has definitely been in a bad state, but I didn't come at y'all to talk to y'all about Call of Duty. I came to talk to y'all about, what I plan to do this year, and what's been working with me and what I'm trying to do. Just kind of like off the cuff, not some stuff that comes like rehearsed. I'm gonna do this in minimal edits. I think that makes me more comfortable talking to the camera and stuff like that. So I don't have to think. Oh man, I'm telling y'all, if you are nervous, if you are, this is what worked for me. If you're nervous, if you don't like to edit, you don't like to script, just throw the ums and the what and who in there. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. If you, so what? I'm sorry. So what? So what? I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. That's it. Like I have no explanation. That's the explanation. Just leave it. It comes off real. It's genuine. People can relate, and I'm comfortable. That's it. About the direction where I'm going, at least kind of being able to talk to y'all with the idea of what I want to do and stuff like that. But yeah, like today, whenever you're watching this, whenever time of the year that it is, just starting New Year's now, starting your resolutions and just getting after it. You know, I think that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm not gonna be, like you're gonna hear me say overcomplicated a lot or making things more difficult than they have to be. But I think starting New Year's now, just forget about, I'm gonna go to the gym starting January 1st. No, you know what I'm saying? That I'm talking about myself. Like I'm just going after it. I said to myself, this, 2024 was really hard. 2024 was really hard for me. I'm not gonna lie. The shit was, it was crazy. It was crazy. But when it comes to the eating out, working, eating right, sticking to it, and I think that's and I think that's, what I'm going to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Thank God, I'm a fairly healthy individual. And I think, I'm getting a little older, so I want to keep that going, because most people, we neglect, So that's first. That is first. That's first. I'm telling you. You can't do any of this without you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. I'm not trying to push this on you. Take care of yourself first. You need to. It is important. Whatever you're working on, we could talk about it, but take care of yourself. That's why I always say that at the end of my videos. I can't explain it any other way. Like, I can't. But nonetheless, whatever. I got some of this stuff jotted down so I don't forget, because I have this little I'll be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think sticking to it. Like the next one for me as far as resolutions, I think is like, and this is a big one to me. Share less. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, say less, but I think it's true. Like, you gotta say less. You gotta say less, man. I love to talk about stuff that I'm working on with family, friends, and stuff like that. But keeping it really, really like tight. I talked about that earlier in the other video. Say less. And I sometimes overshare. It's a bad habit. I sometimes overshare because I see the best in people. I want to share my ups, my downs, my what I've learned, so I can empower somebody to do better or avoid that mistake. You know what I'm saying? I do that because I want people to, let's say I had a bad experience with the camera, just for conversational sake. I want you not to have that bad experience. If I see something on sale, I want you to get that deal. I don't want you to pay full retail. If something does not work for me, let's say I'm, creating content and something doesn't work for me, or because I want that to be reciprocated. But sometimes oversharing puts, it's not good. Just say less. Just like I'm putting a cap on that sentence, say less. Tight. And sometimes, with stuff that you're working on, because some people may not align with what you're working on, and that's okay. I'm gonna tell you, that's like okay. It's all right to say that you don't like what someone else is. I'm not even gonna get into it, but like, say less, share less. Don't even like, just say less. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to get too descriptive because I don't want to make this a super long video. It's so funny. that's a whole almost like 10 months later or 11 months later or whatever it is. And I say that I react the same way. I'm like, nope. I'm like, nope. That's it. That is it. Video, I want to also, allow y'all in y'all situations to kind of interpretate how y'all want to, navigate that. But these are things for me. Once again, share less. Less is more. Share less. And this kind of segues me into the next one. Like, yo, your opinion. I'm gonna pause for a second, and I'm gonna look in the camera directly, which I gotta practice doing. Your opinion is what matters the most. I can't stress this enough. Like, I know in the midst of you sharing less, but sometimes you come to your friends and your family and things like that, people that you mess with, that you want to talk about what you thinking about, like what you feeling or what idea you may have. But at the end of the day, you can take their feedback and what they want out of what's best for you. What they may want for you may not be what you really want. It may not be best for you. That's why it's an opinion. Your opinion matters the most. Like, I let me explain that. So and that was because I was trying to, and that's also me trying to get better at talking to the camera. I was trying to culminate my thoughts, but someone will give you, let's say somebody gives you an opinion on something. You can take the fruits from that, you know what I'm saying, and use that for your, let's say your creation, let's say your creative direction. But sometimes what happens to me, I don't know if you guys experience the same. Sometimes what ends up happening is that I get so excited about an idea, and somebody tells me, oh, I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know if that's gonna work. You ever had that before, where someone tells you something and like, I don't know, and you could take that, you could take the opinion because it's an opinion, and still do it anyway. And that's what I was trying to say in that point. And it's not a bad thing. That's what makes us everybody else different. That's how we learn from each other. That's how we discover new things. But it used to make me not want to do something because it's like, oh, I don't think that's a good idea. That's what I was trying to say there. I used to get, and I still do, because, us being humans, we're reactionary. We react to stuff, like, you know what I mean? And that's fine. But, like, at the end of the day, y'all don't owe nobody no apologies. And I say this a lot. I say this a lot to a lot of my friends. Like, if I reach out to somebody for some feedback on something I'm working on or trying to achieve or something, don't take, and I'm working on this personally. And remember, these are my resolutions. Don't take what somebody's telling you as far as feedback or opinion personally. I promise I'm not going to I'm going to work on that. I'm going to get better at that, because, like, at the end of the day, like, you may like something that I don't like, and that's okay. That's what makes us, that's what collabs and working together kind of. It's so crazy how I literally just said the same thing, and I promise there's no script. I didn't watch these before I turned on the camera. It's crazy because it's like, you may meet someone and they may put a different, let's think about this. They may see something that you have never seen before. That's what's so great about collabs. That's what's great about, like, creative differences. That's the benefit of diversity of thought. Diversity of thought allows people to align in differences. And I know that sounds weird, but it's just in the creation space, it allows you to just, oh my God, there's so many different ideas. There's so many different ways to do things. So I think allow feedback. Can I start doing reaction videos on my phone? I'm not sure. I've never tried that before. That's a great question. You probably can. What you can do is, I'm trying to think of an idea how you can do that. What you can do is, you have to have a second device, I think. If you have like an iPad or a phone, what you can do is watch the video one time with your phone, react to it, and then have the content in the same place, and then just edit the the content in the background and just align the footage on the timeline from the time you're watching it, but play it. I'm trying to think this through, so forgive me. I'm trying to think this through. So yeah, watch if you have another device, or you can borrow a device from like a friend, a family member, or a friend. You can take the phone, watch the content, play it aloud, so that way you know where to pause it, and then play the content back in a different device, and then align it in your timeline, whether CapCut, Final Cut, Adobe, and things like that. That's the only way I can think on how to get that done. There should be a YouTube. Damn, that's a good YouTube video idea. But yeah, there should be some videos on YouTube for that. I would search it up. I've never done that before. That's actually a great question. Where was I? See, I'd be all over the place. All right.
Kind of work in your favor, because you may see something that you've never seen before and you never liked it, and you may try it, and you know, you may be like, damn, all these years I neglected the fact that I liked, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, like if you don't really like, pizza, pineapple on your pizza, and we're not.
That's a hot take. I don't even want to get into that. Let me know in the chat if you like pineapple on your pizza. Daniel, what's your thought? Pocket 3 is hard to get at the moment. Even here in Spain, I went back. Shout out to Spain, man. Spain in the house. Spain in the house. Spain in the house. Went back to the Pocket 2 that I own, and honestly, after watching some of your videos, I feel like the quality is great now. Pocket 2, I'm gonna be honest, Pocket 2 is like, it's a great camera. Like, I'm not gonna say vintage because that was so recent, but the Pocket 2, I like the size of it and the fact that you can hold it in one hand and not have to use what is this thing called? Like with the Pocket 3, you have to have let me put this in the big frame. With the Pocket 3, you have to have this, and then if you don't have this piece, I don't even gonna take this off. I'm not gonna take it off. But the Pocket 3 only has this. If you don't have this or a ball head to adjust it, you know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that it's just, you can just grab it and hold it in one hand and film, if that makes sense. And it's a nice height. But if you can't get the Pocket, if the Pocket 3 is too expensive, and it is completely overpriced right now, great camera but overpriced, I would consider, if you can find an Action 2, an Action 3, or an Action 4 or Action 5 for a fair price, open box or used. Great cameras. Like, there's gonna be some things like features and software that you may not have, but any of the Action series cameras, the Pocket 2, I mean, think about it like this. If you're looking to get started, I would use your phone, right? I would use your phone. If you're looking to upgrade your phone soon, I would get the best camera for the phone OS that you like, Android or iPhone, get the best camera possible. And if not, and if you can spare the budget, because things are overpriced right now. If you can spare the budget, I would go with an Action Cam if it's available. Any Action Cam, whether it be, since you already have a DJI camera, I would go with maybe Action something, or GoPros are great. All the cameras are great, right? It's all what you plan to do with it, and if you're going to use it, right? So any camera that you get your hands on, any camera that you have your hands on is great. We want to see what you can do with the camera, right? That's the most important thing, and I talked about this earlier about the gear and overcomplicating the gear. Set a goal for yourself. Let's say I'm gonna create like 10 videos. If I create 10 videos, I'm gonna go and treat myself to a new camera, or do those things to kind of keep yourself going. But if you can get the Osmo Pocket 3 at a fair price, that's the only time I would say to pull the trigger. If you really, really, really need the camera, I would, consider an Action series camera. I know I gave you a long answer, but you know, I just like to share how I feel, because it's a lot. The camera prices are ridiculous right now.
I'm not gonna get into that debate, but if you don't like pineapple on your pizza, and one day you go to this one shop, and then your boy's like, you're trying to pineapple pizza, like he got 2 slices, he give you a piece, but you like, yo, damn, yo, pineapple kind of slaps. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too far, you know, too.
Me, how about the copyright when you react to a music video? See, that is a gray area. That I'm not too sure. I would look at the terms of service, but just be careful, because you know I don't want you to lose your channel and stuff like that, or get a copyright strike. It's tough, because a lot of creators, what they do is, if it's like it's music, they just like because YouTube's algorithm when it comes to copywritten music in the background, strong, man. It is strong. They'll come for your video real quick. Daniel says thanks man, but don't say my wife finds you and we will be in trouble. She's Italian. I heard you. No problem. Honestly, I don't like pineapple on my pizza. I was saying that like in a quote, but yeah, that's hilarious. I appreciate it, man. Anytime. Any questions, if I can answer it, I'll give you my honest answer. But yeah, I don't like pineapple on my pizza. that was a bad example. That's why I said it's a hot take. And I was like, don't come for me in the comments. No, that's cool.
Too far, you sidetrack, but like, yo, like, that's, your opinion is your opinion, and if somebody tries to judge you for what you decide to do in your life, I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't really matter. You could take it and do whatever you want with it. I think that's why it's feedback, it's an opinion. It's like you want somebody's take on something, but like don't let that burden your decision making or your movement making or your plan or your goal or your business, whatever you're trying to do. Don't let that shit, like, I swear, don't let that kind of take you out of your plans. And I know I stayed on this one for a long time, but this one is what I'm actively working on the most. And
that's the thing, right? Like, just like I gave Daniel the my opinion, and this is a perfect example, and I'm glad this came up in the video. Just because someone gives you their opinion on something, don't let it derail you from what you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? And I make quite a few videos, right? And you know, sometimes there may be some things that we may not align on. You know, sometimes, and that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, tell me, share more about it. I want to understand. You know, I want to, maybe I'm not seeing it, or maybe there's something I can do to tweak it to my creative style. And it's not about what, it's like it's about like, how can we align, you know, because I don't know everything. You know, there's some people who be creating YouTube videos on here for a long time. You know, I can learn from anyone. Or let's say, for instance, someone is looking at my video and they're like, oh, there's a little that can help me a lot. Just like you guys gave me feedback on the audio. If I didn't take what you guys said about that audio, how am I going to get better? You know, I'm supposed to make a video off of this video. If I don't take, how would I have known after I did this live stream that the audio in this video is too low? You know what I'm saying? And that's important. And I know this gonna, you know, you control, this is your business. Think about this as a business. If there's and I gotta address this, if there's some things that are, you know, negative and toxic, you can handle this as well. You're the creator, you're the cameraman, you're the lighting guy, and you're also the bouncer. If it doesn't align with your values, they're out. It's simple, right? So, but also be humble and take that feedback, you know, because it helps, because you may make a mistake. We all make mistakes. That's what this is about.
Once again, your opinion matters the most. Your opinion matters the most. And this one moves me, this one segues me, I can't even talk, y'all. This segues me into my next point. Yo, it doesn't have to be perfect, yo. Like, I personally always try to do things to perfection, or at least close to it. Now, and I talk about this before with the gear and, you know, the content and stuff like that. Like, honestly, I just literally set this up on my dashboard, put the mic right here. I don't even know what it sounds like. Hopefully it sounds good. I didn't put no. There's not gonna be any edits for the most part on this. Like, I just wanted. It doesn't have to be perfect. It don't have to look good. It don't have to. Just do it once again.
And listen, just do it. Just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. And man, oh man, if I were to try to make one of these over scripted, over edited, over like perfect, I would probably put out a video like once every 2 months. This is hard. I say I'm gonna say listen, I'm gonna work on that later on, but right now I want to make sure that I'm consistent. I'm showing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be perfect. It don't have to, you know, we want to see you. We just want to see you put the content out. You know what I'm saying? There are not too many people who can say that they're doing this. If they're making fun of you, that's because they're scared to do it themselves. If they're making fun of you, they are scared to do it themselves. It's hard. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. I'm doing it. I'm doing it anyway. You know, I think like this things are not perfect. I say I stutter. I'm gonna take a moment to pause. I may give all these analogies and examples. That's the way it is. And you know what? If not, whatever.
Going back to my opinion statement, do it because you want to, and I'm gonna be doing it because I want to. And I'm not like anybody's opinion. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be apologetical to somebody's opinion on what I'm doing, because it's not yours. It's not what I'm doing. I'm doing it because I want to do it. And I hope y'all could take my goal, one of my New Year's resolution goals, and apply it to any what y'all working on in your life. I mean, these two men, they really hit home. And I think it's just this shit really hits, man. 2024, man.
Balls on the runs, keep going. Consistency is key. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Seriously, I appreciate you. Balls on the run is right, man. Like, let's give him another clap for that. Like, you have to. Like, I'm reacting to this video from January, y'all, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm sitting here, it's crazy. I'm sitting here watching it like this just happened. This was January. Bro says, I started to do vlogs, but I don't know how to promote the video because the views is very low, and every video I make, sure, I'm better than the last one. And that's a great question. That's a great question. And I want to give you my honest answer. I want to think about this, like, what you can do. And I'm gonna be honest. I started doing my own critical research on what I'm doing. So I went on YouTube. I started consuming content. I started watching education videos, how to get better on YouTube. That's how I found Terry. I started watching videos on how to get better talking to the camera, how to vlog, how to write thumbnails, how to make thumbnails, how to write titles, my tags, my keywords. Those are things. A channel that I really, really would recommend, I'm not sure if you know of them, is Think Media. Think Media has a ton of videos on how to create YouTube videos and how to optimize them and how to, you know, talk to the camera and all those things. I would recommend that. I'm gonna be honest, I went to YouTube University, and I still do that. I still do that every single day. You know, I don't really watch much TV. I watch sports, consume some gaming content, and I'm on YouTube for the most part. So I would become astute to the whole process of content creation and also learning from others, and also listening to people in the comments, or even how about this? If you have a friend or a family member that you trust, I would ask them to watch your video, don't interrupt them, and then ask them for their honest feedback. You know, that's one thing. And then also trying to consume content around educational videos that can get you better in this space of content creation. I really hope this helps, because this is literally what I did, and I'm be honest, it's tough. I'm no expert, so but I'm learning from y'all. I'm learning from every video. I'm very critical, sometimes too critical, and these things, and consistency. I know you're doing it, but keep going, being consistent, showing up, and be critical of your own videos as well. Like, a lot of times where I ask myself when I create a video or a thumbnail, would I honestly click on this thumbnail? Is this title, you know, is this a good title? I'm very critical to myself. Anyway, I really hope that helps. I really hope that helps. That's a great question.
I'm so happy 2024 is on its way out. I'll tell you what. But it doesn't have to be perfect. It don't got to always be the most clean. It don't got to be the most organized. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could just be messy, like chaotic organization. And long as you're on your way to where you want to be, it don't got to be perfect. In short, it don't have to be perfect. And I think for a while, man, I've always tried to do things to perfection. And in that time, me trying to do things to perfection, it's prevented me from growing. Those opinions that prevented me from growing or learning or doing things the way I want to do it. I don't know how. I don't know why, but I've always, in a lot of cases, took people's opinions as a benchmark as to what I'm doing, and I need to stop that. I'm finally at a point where it's like I could just be like, oh, okay. Somebody asks me, so I'll ask for an opinion or something, and they'll be like, oh, you know, I don't really think you should do that. I'm like, oh, in my first time in my life, I'm like, okay, because I just realized, like, I would have done so much more if I would have just followed my aspirations and my dreams and stuff like that.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this: if you really, really, really want something, you know, there's been cars, there's been jobs, there's been so many things in my life that I said to myself, I really, really want this. I need y'all to feel me. There's been some things in my life I really, really wanted. In the past, I would say nah. Somebody will say nah, and I'll be like, no, I'm not gonna do it. They'll tell me the cons, not the pros, and I'll be like, all right, I'm not gonna do it. But if you really want some to the point where you can taste it, I like, it's crazy. I'd hope y'all have to feel me on this. If you want something, I need you to spend, like, I'm pretty sure some of y'all have dream cars, dream homes, dream something. If you really want something, you need to spend the rest of your natural life and go after it. I'm serious. I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. To the point where you could taste it. Like, you can, like, I know it's an analogy, but y'all have to feel me on this. Y'all have to feel me. You know, whatever it is. I'm telling y'all, just, I get passionate about it because you get, some people stifle you from what you want because they give you an opinion about, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that color. I don't like that car. I don't like that house. I don't like, within reason, of course. Smalls on the Run says everything he's saying is so true, and new YouTubers should immerse yourself around learning how to create content. It's commitment. Hey, right. It's okay, yo, bro. I'm telling you, it's true. Like, I went to YouTube University. You could learn so much from others, and that's why this platform is so dope, because it's like, people, yo, Adrian, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in. Appreciate it. Like, you could learn so much from just, you know, someone else. And the thing is, the opinion if it's like constructive, and it's like, it means what you mean well by it, just to, you know, kind of guide somebody in a space. That's amazing. diversity of thought is amazing. Like you can literally learn. Like I've learned so much in my life from other people and opinions, but it's different when it's like, I don't think you should do that. Like one of those. You ever get one of those when it's like, don't do that. I don't like that. You know, and you ask for the reason. It's like, oh, I don't like it. Like, no, no, that's not helpful, right? But yo, Adrian, I appreciate you, bro. You got it, man. Just lock in. It's a jog, man. We gonna jog together, man. Let's just jog it out.
Anything or a goal that I want to achieve, and I'm not saying to disrespect any friends, family. You know what I'm saying? You know, not to be confrontational.
And when I say jog, I mean like it's not a sprint. This is gonna take time. I kind of was like, wait, why just say that? But yeah, it just it takes time. I'm trying, man. I'm trying, and I know you are too. Keep going, man. I'm telling you, keep going. This was in January, and I was sitting there. I was saying, "Oh, I hit 100 subscribers." And the thing is, that's all gonna come. But the thing is, you gotta practice. Practice when you have maybe one or two. So when you have 1,000 or 2,000, it's like you know exactly. It's tough. Like I'm sitting here with 10 of y'all here, and it's like if I had 10,000, you know, this 10 is gonna prepare me for 10,000. Think about it that way.
But it's just, I think you should just, and I think I should just like, focus on what you want to do, not because somebody told you to do something else, you know what I'm saying? Or what somebody's doing or what somebody feels about what you're doing. Like, that's fine. You could just laugh it off. And I think that's what I need to start doing more. And I've been so much more like open-minded, but just like thought-driven and goal-driven. It's crazy. And this one's kind of like this last one is kind of like it kind of like rolls to the last two, but I'm laughing because I'm just like, this is all like things and shit that I should have been done a long time ago, and I've been doing it. But sometimes we get to that end of the year and we're back where we started last year.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, don't wait for a new year. And he says, just remember, you're asking for their opinion, not their permission. That's real talk. That is real talk. That is real talk. That is real talk. Hold on, we need another one. We need to drop bomb too. That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. It is not, you're not asking that permission. You don't need permission. You do not need permission. You're asking it. That's well said. Well said.
But do it because you want to do it. Be discerning about it, right? Do it because you want to. And that goes back to, taking people's opinions, as like soil to kind of grow that proverbial plant. Do it. Be discerning, man. Do it because you want to do it. Whatever it is, if it's content, if it's a fitness goal, if it's a job, if it's like a business, if it's like anything, just do it because you want to do it. Not because, let's just say Mike or Joe or whoever says, it's not really a good idea. Listen, that's fine. Take what they're saying, right? Take the fruit of what they're saying and help it navigate the journey that you're trying to be on, man. And I think and
I'm gonna be honest, this is like my second video, and like I want to say so much, right? I wanted to say so much here. One, I was nervous, and two, I guess I'm being cognizant. Like, I guess I'm being so cognizant of like if any of my friends and family members do see this, I was concerned about how they would see it and how they would feel. But I guess now I'm just like, sorry, not sorry. I was trying to get over this hurdle of this New Year's resolution, because this was around the time of January, and I was like, this was early. Well, I would say early or late December maybe. And I was trying to get into this mode. I wanted to get into that mode where I was like, this year I want to change everything. I'm telling you, I changed everything, like literally. I changed everything about myself. And I mentioned this in the video, in the beginning of the video, like this was a hard year. 2024 was a hard year. A lot of stuff happened to me. A lot of stuff. So don't wait for New Year's to have things like, don't wait for New Year's to make change. Make change whenever you're ready. Make change today, tomorrow. Don't wait for, oh, you know what, New Year's gonna come. I'm gonna start going to gym. I'm gonna get healthy. I'm gonna start creating content. Start today. Start right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a video prior, I think it was the last video or maybe the last two. If you could take 5 minutes and work on something that you're like, let's say your content, that's 5 minutes that you spent creating something or getting better at something. Take 5 minutes. Let's get to the end of the video. I know I've been
just me doing this YouTube right here, like this YouTube video, and just being on the camera and not having to worry about edit, not having to worry about, like, you know what I'm saying, the direction. It's basically my direction. You know what I'm saying? I'm the director. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'll tell y'all. Y'all are the directors in y'all lives and what you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? I think make some creative directive decisions, man. Listen, I'ma see y'all. We're gonna try to do this maybe once a day. Well, let me not even say that. Because I've always done that. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be more consistent with the long form, the short form. I mean, I'm doing the lives and stuff like that. You know, I think I'm currently, and I'm gonna end it with that. Like, I guess a lot of times I make excuses. I don't want to say excuses, but I tell myself, oh, I'm gonna do this, oh, I'm gonna do this, oh, I'm gonna do this. Just do it. Just do it. Like, you're gonna make one video, you're gonna make 2 videos, just make videos. If you wanna go to the gym, X amount of, and I always talk about fitness. I always thought about doing a YouTube channel around that. Fitness, financial, and content, but whatever. If you just do it. Tell yourself you're gonna do it and do it. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos, a week. Just do the video, and that's the most important thing. Just do it. Do it because you want to do it. You don't owe nobody nothing. You don't owe nobody no apologies. Just do it. Just do it. Just make the video, man. You're gonna make mistakes. There's gonna be things that are in my first video, you saw it was overexposed. There was so many, it was like God rays coming from the sky, right? Even this lighting is not perfect. I got lighting coming right. Just do it. You will figure it out along the way. And people who are getting started, like on YouTube, and I'll tell you this, a lot of people on YouTube, when it comes to this like small YouTuber community, everyone's very supporting, and I really appreciate that. Right, Daniel. It's like I paused. I was like, and that's why I paused the video. That's why I paused the video. That's why I paused the video. I was like, am I really gonna tell myself? Nah, man. And that's how y'all know I don't script my videos. I appreciate you, Daniel. Like, that's how you know I don't script my videos. Like, I caught myself. I was like, nah, I gotta stop telling myself, oh, I'm gonna do this. And I was telling myself, oh, I do the live. I'm making excuses for myself, and I'm over here trying to make a resolution. And that's you have to do it because you want to do it, not because you just do it. Just do it. Stop saying, oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it. Just do it. It's easy. Whatever. You got one of these. You got one of these. It don't have to be the same one. It could be Android. It could be iOS. You got an iPad. Whatever it is. Whatever camera you got. You create them videos, man. You'll buy a new one later on. Camera's gonna keep getting better. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. I'm telling y'all. Listen, I appreciate every single one of y'all locking in with me, man. It really has been cool. I gotta get out of here, but we gotta definitely do this. We gotta do this again. I may do some more reactions on my own videos, but I appreciate y'all. Yeah, do me a favor, drop a like on this live stream. I'll see y'all next time, man.
Take care of yourselves, man. I'll see y'all. Have a great weekend. Peace.